AITA for walking out on my girlfriend and her work husband at Valentine's dinner? I, a 29-year-old man, still cannot believe this happened. Writing it feels surreal, but I need to vent. So for Valentine's Day, I had booked a table 2 months in advance at a nice Italian restaurant downtown. It was not insanely expensive, but upscale enough that you needed a reservation well ahead of time. I had been dating my 27-year-old girlfriend for almost 2 years. We had been living together for 6 months in her apartment, since the lease was in her name and it made financial sense. That day I was getting ready around 5 in the afternoon. Iron shirt, cologne, the whole deal. She was in the bathroom doing her makeup, looking fabulous. Honestly, she wore a red dress I had never seen before. "You look amazing," I told her. "Thanks, babe. Oh, by the way, I invited someone to join us." Record scratch. "What? Who?" "My work husband, you know. From the office. He has been really down lately. He just went through a breakup. I did not want him to spend Valentine's Day alone. You do not mind, do you?" "I do mind. I mind a lot, babe. It is Valentine's Day. It is supposed to be just for us." She rolled her eyes while applying her lipstick. "Do not be one of those jealous boyfriends. He is literally just a friend, a work friend. It is sad to be alone on Valentine's Day. You will like him. He is super funny and very sweet. Besides, are you secure enough not to make it weird or not?" The way she said it felt like she was challenging me, as if objecting made me the problem. I guess I agreed, already feeling like an idiot. We arrived at the restaurant at 7. He was already there. Tall guy, designer suit, expensive watch. He hugged my girlfriend for way too long, the kind where his hands lingered on her lower back. "You must be the boyfriend," he said, smiling while shaking my hand with a firm, dominant grip. "Thanks for letting me crash your date, buddy. I appreciate it." We sat down. The hostess looked a bit confused by the table for 3, but seated us anyway. He and my girlfriend sat on one side of the booth, me alone on the other, as if I were the third wheel at my own Valentine's Day dinner. And that was exactly how they treated me. For the next hour and a half, they only talked to each other about their office, their inside jokes, the project they were working on, and their boss who was apparently difficult. That time they had to stay late and order takeout. I tried to contribute. "Oh yeah? Something similar happened to me at my job." "Babe, hold that thought. So anyway, remember when you did that presentation and the projector failed?" They laughed. I just sat there. The waiter arrived. They ordered a bottle of wine without asking me. An expensive one. My girlfriend ordered the lobster ravioli. He ordered the ribeye steak. I ordered the cheapest steak on the menu because I was starting to realize where this was going. Just a New York strip for me. She did not even look at me. Too busy laughing at something he said. The food arrived. They shared bites of their dishes with each other. She never offered me any of her lobster ravioli, something she normally did because she knew I loved seafood. He cut a piece of his steak and put it on her plate. She giggled. I ate my steak in silence. It was good. I probably would have enjoyed it more if I was not watching my girlfriend essentially on a date with another guy. The check arrived. The waiter placed it in the middle of the table. Nobody moved. They just kept talking. Finally, my girlfriend looked at it. "Babe, can you pay for this?" "It is all good." "Yeah, it is Valentine's Day. You were going to pay anyway." "I was going to pay for us, not for him." Her face changed. She tensed up. "Are you being serious right now? Do not be cheap. He is going through a hard time. So just pay for his $50 steak." The guy put his hands up. "Hey, man, I can transfer you my share if it is a big deal." "Yeah, it is a big deal." In fact, my girlfriend kicked me under the table. "Stop embarrassing me." I looked at the bill. $140. My steak was $32. I took out 2 $20 bills and placed them on the table. "This is for my food and the tip." "What are you doing?" Her voice got loud. I stood up and looked at both of them. They were sitting side by side like a couple, looking at me like I was ruining their night. "You two look great together," I said. "Like really great." "I am breaking up with you." Her jaw dropped. "What?" "I am breaking up with you. It is over. This is over. Me being nice about this is over. You bringing another guy to our Valentine's Day dinner, ignoring me for 2 hours, and expecting me to pay for your dinner with him is over." I walked out without looking back. I heard her calling my name, but I kept walking. I ordered an Uber back to her apartment where all my things were. I spent the next 3 hours packing everything. My clothes, laptop, gaming console, books, and bathroom items. I called my friend who had a pickup truck. He arrived around midnight. I will not ask details. Are you okay, man? No, but I will be. We loaded my stuff. I left my key on the kitchen counter. We drove to my friend's house. He had a spare room. I had stayed there before moving in with her. I did not sleep much. My phone would not stop buzzing with texts from her. Where did you go? Are you serious right now? Come back so we can talk about this like adults. You are overreacting. He is just a friend. You are so dramatic. I blocked her around 3 in the morning. I needed sleep. That was 4 days ago. I have been staying at my friend's house, looking for apartments, and processing everything. The crazy thing is I do not even feel that sad, just angry and a little relieved. Update 1. 3 days later. Well, it has been a week since Valentine's Day. Things have escalated in ways I did not expect. First, she showed up at my work. She walked into the office lobby and asked for me. A coworker came to my desk looking uncomfortable. Man, there is a woman in reception asking for you. Says it is urgent. I went out to the lobby. There she was. Red eyes, no makeup. She looked like she had been crying. We need to talk. No, we do not. You cannot just throw away 2 years over a misunderstanding. It was not a misunderstanding. You brought another guy to our Valentine's Day dinner. The receptionist was trying hard to look busy. This was turning into a scene. He needed a friend. Are you turning this into something it is not? It is not right. And I needed a girlfriend who did not treat me like I was invisible. I guess neither of us got what we needed. I love you. You have a strange way of showing it. She started crying harder. Please, can we just talk? Get a coffee? I will explain everything. There is nothing to explain. You made your choice. I am fine. You are so cold. I am done. There is a difference. You need to leave. Security was already heading our way. She saw them and turned around. This is not over. Yes, it is. She left. My boss stopped by later. Everything okay? Yeah, sorry about that. Ex-girlfriend. Do not worry. Just wanted to check on you. I appreciated that. At least someone cared. Later that day, I received a text from an unknown number. I answered thinking it might be about an apartment I applied for. Hey, man, it is me, the guy from the dinner, the work husband. Are you kidding me? Look, I think we had a rough start. Do you want to grab a beer and clear things up? Absolutely not. Come on, man. We are both mature adults. She really cares about you. I was just being a supportive friend. The audacity. You two can do whatever you want now. I am out of the picture. You are making a mistake. She is a great girl. Then you date her. I blocked that number too. But here's where it gets interesting. My friend who helped me move works in tech on the cybersecurity side. After I told him about the work husband texting me, he got curious. What is this guy's name? No idea. She never told me. Let me do some digging. I know someone at that company. 2 days later, he came back with information. The work husband was not just a coworker. He was her direct supervisor, her boss. She had spent Valentine's Day with her boss. That made sense on multiple levels. The expensive suit, the designer watch, the confidence. This was not a random work friend. It was the guy who controlled her career. I received another message yesterday from her with a different number. I know you blocked me, but please read this. I made a mistake. I took you for granted. I miss you so much. That night meant nothing. He means nothing. It is you I want to be with. Please give me another chance. I did not reply, but I took a screenshot. I had a feeling I might need it for documentation. Then today, she posted on social media one of those vague posts about realizing who really has your back and who is just using you. Trust is everything. Some people show their true colors when things get tough. The comments were wild. Her friends jumping in with "You deserve better, Queen," and his loss. Not a single person asked what actually happened, just automatic support. My phone started ringing. Friends of friends asking what I did to her. Mutual acquaintances texting, "Man, what happened?" I posted my own response. I kept it simple. I broke up with my ex after she invited her boss to our Valentine's Day dinner. She ignored me all night, expected me to pay for both of them, and then called me dramatic for leaving. That is the story. The tide turned fast. People started asking questions. Her boss deleted the post in less than an hour, but the damage was done. Now everyone knows, and honestly I am fine with that. Let them know what happened. I am not the villain here. I am looking at a studio apartment tomorrow. It is small, but it is mine. No more living in someone else's space. No more feeling like a guest in my own home. A friend asked me last night if I regretted how I handled things. I should have seen the red flags sooner, I said. But I do not regret leaving. Best decision I ever made. Update 2. 2 weeks later. 3 weeks since Valentine's Day. I have some wild updates. I signed the lease for the studio last week. I moved in over the weekend. It is tiny, but it is all mine. My friend helped me move my things from his place. We grabbed pizza afterwards, and he caught me up on what he had been hearing. So apparently things were complicated at her office. How complicated? Human resources complicated. It turns out someone reported the situation between my ex and her boss to human resources, specifically mentioning the dinner. Someone saw them together, recognized them from the company, and made a formal complaint about an inappropriate relationship in the workplace. Wait, do they really have something? That is what human resources was investigating, whether it was just inappropriate closeness or if it crossed professional boundaries. I felt vindicated and somehow worse at the same time. I knew something was off, but hearing it confirmed hit differently. But it gets more complicated. My ex showed up at my new apartment. I have no idea how she got the address. She probably called my mom or something. They had always gotten along. She knocked on my door around 8 in the evening on a Tuesday. I looked through the peephole. Do not open. What do you want? Please, let me in. We need to talk. Not really. I lost my job. That stopped me. I opened the door, but stayed in the doorway. I did not let her inside. What happened? She looked terrible. Messy hair, wrinkled clothes, puffy eyes. I got fired. They said I violated company policy. This is your fault. My fault. How? You told people about him and about Valentine's Day. Someone reported us, and now we are both out of work. I did not report anything. I just told the truth when you posted about me online. It is the same thing. You ruined my career. I could sue you. For what? Telling the truth. A neighbor's door opened. An older man peeked out. Everything good here? Yes, sir. She is leaving. My ex looked at the neighbor and then at me. She lowered her voice. I have nothing now. No job. I cannot pay my rent. And it is all because of your decisions. You made those decisions. Now you have to deal with them. I cannot believe you are so cold. I thought you loved me. I did, past tense. You ended that when you prioritized your boss over me on Valentine's Day. He is no longer my boss. We are both unemployed. Still not my problem. Where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Figure it out. Like I had to figure out where to live when I left your apartment. She tried to push past me into my apartment. I held the door firm. You have to leave now. Just let me stay here tonight, please. I have nowhere to go. How unfortunate. Still no. The neighbor called out again. Young man, do you want me to call the police? My ex's eyes widened. She took a step back. Fine. I hope you are happy. You destroyed my life. You invited your boss to our Valentine's Day dinner. You made choices that led to this. I just stopped being part of it. She left. I heard her crying in the hallway. I felt bad for maybe 2 seconds. Then I remembered how she had laughed while sharing food with him while I sat alone. The next day, I received a call from a number with my hometown area code. My mom. Honey, she said. She called and said you kicked her out, and now she is homeless. That is not what happened. I left her apartment 3 weeks ago. She was let go from her job for an inappropriate relationship with her supervisor. That is her situation. She made it sound like you threw her out into the cold. Mom, she brought her boss to our Valentine's Day dinner. She ignored me completely, expected me to pay for both of them, and I left. Then I found out they had been crossing boundaries at work and human resources got involved. None of that is my fault. Silence on the other end. Then her boss. Yes. Oh, honey, I am so sorry. That is awful. I am fine. I already have my own place. She also said you refused to help her. Help her with what? She asked if she could stay with us for a while. She said you suggested it. The nerve. I absolutely did not. Mom, please do not let her make you feel guilty. She made her own choices. Do not worry. I told her no. Your dad would not allow it anyway. I was already suspicious when she called. Thank God for parents who listen. But there is more. I received a message request on social media from her ex-boss. We should talk. This situation has gotten out of hand. I am willing to admit we might have crossed some boundaries, but your reaction caused real damage. People lost their jobs. We can resolve this like adults. I took a screenshot and sent it to my tech-savvy friend. Man, this guy is trying to blame you for his mess. Should I answer? No. He is looking for someone to blame. Do not give him anything. I did not reply. I blocked him too. Last night, my ex posted something long on her social media stories. I saw it through a fake account my friend made. She was crying about how people show their true colors in difficult times and how the person she thought loved her abandoned her when she needed him most. Zero responsibility, no mention of why it happened. Pure victimhood. The comments were split. Some believed her, others pushed back because the truth had spread among mutual friends. Someone commented asking about the boss situation, and she deleted it. I am done with all of it. I blocked her on everything. I changed my number and only gave the new one to people I trust. I told my mom not to share any information about me. Work is going well. My boss appreciated how I handled the situation at the office professionally. I have been having lunch more often with coworkers. One of them, a woman from accounting, we have been talking a lot. Nothing serious yet. It is just nice to have normal conversations. The studio is shaping up. I got a couch from a thrift store. It is not pretty, but it is comfortable. My friend brought over his old television. I am slowly building a life that is truly mine. I saw the lease paperwork for the old apartment come by email. She had kept me listed even though I paid her in cash. I had never signed anything official, so I was not legally responsible for the rent, which is good because I heard she is behind on payments. Not my problem anymore. Update 3. A month later. It has been about 6 weeks since Valentine's Day. Last update because I need to close this chapter. First, the apartment situation resolved itself. My ex was evicted. I found out through a mutual friend. Apparently, she could not pay the rent without her job. She fell 3 months behind, and the landlord started the eviction process. She tried to reach my new number somehow. I did not answer. She left a voicemail. I know you changed your number, but I got it from your mom. Please do not get mad at her. I said it was an emergency. Look, I am in real trouble. They are kicking me out. I have nowhere to go. My parents will not help. My friends are busy with their own lives. You are the only person I really cared about. Can I stay with you just for a few weeks? I will sleep on the couch. You will not even know I am there. Please. I deleted it. I changed my number again. I told my mom what happened. She felt terrible. I told her not to worry. I would not give out her number unless it was a real emergency, like a hospital situation. But here is the real positive turn I did not see coming. That woman from accounting and I have been getting coffee and talking during lunch breaks. She is great, smart, funny, and has her life together. We went on a real date last week. Nice dinner. Good conversation. She paid for her own food without any issue. At the end of the night, she said something that stuck with me. I heard about what happened with your ex and the Valentine's Day situation. I just want you to know that I think you handled it very well. Many guys would have made it dramatic or tried to get even. You simply walked away. That takes real strength. I did not feel strong at the time. It was not about drama. You respected yourself enough to leave when you saw a lack of respect. That is huge. We are taking it slow, no pressure, just seeing where it goes. Meanwhile, my ex has hit a low point. The last I heard from mutual friends, she has been sleeping on friends' couches, and they are getting tired of it. She and the ex-boss are no longer involved. Once they both lost their jobs, whatever they had fell apart quickly. It turned out to be mostly workplace proximity and the excitement of something forbidden. She has been applying for jobs, but the firing for violating company policy is making it hard. New employers see it as a red flag. She posted asking for financial help during tough times and got criticized in the comments, with people asking why she does not just get a job and others referencing the Valentine's Day story. She deleted it quickly. Her parents finally agreed to let her come back home temporarily in another state. Apparently, she is leaving this weekend. And you know what? I feel nothing. No satisfaction, no sympathy, no anger, just nothing. It is over. I have my studio fully set up now. It is small, but it is mine. A plant on the windowsill. My gaming setup in the corner. The kitchen is basic, but I am learning to cook. Preparing meals on Sundays has become my new routine. Work gave me a small raise last week. My boss said, "You have been showing real focus and professionalism lately." Funny how that happens when you are not stressed about a relationship. The woman from accounting and I are going out again this weekend. Want to try that new Thai place? She said she would pay since I covered the first date. I did not argue. It is nice to be with someone who wants to contribute equally. Looking back on that Valentine's Day moment in the restaurant when I decided to leave, I realized it was the first time I really stood up for myself in that relationship. I probably should have done it sooner. The warning signs were there, like how she would always expect me to pay for things but get defensive if I brought it up. How her friends seemed more important than our time together. How she shared personal details of our relationship with coworkers, including him. How she prioritized looking good on social media over real happiness. I ignored it all because I thought commitment meant accepting less. It turns out commitment has to be mutual. What I was doing was settling for less than I deserved. Someone commented on my original post asking if I regretted how direct I was. Truthfully, no. She needed to face the consequences of her actions. Not out of spite, but because they caught up with her. I simply stopped shielding her from them. The job situation, the housing situation, all of it came from the choices she made. Choices she knew were wrong. She knew bringing her boss to our Valentine's Day dinner crossed a line. She did it anyway. She knew developing that inappropriate relationship at work was risky. She did it anyway. I am not responsible for cleaning up the mess she created. My friend asked me last night if I would ever take her back if she came crawling. Not in a million years. Even if she said she was sorry, it would be because she got caught and lost everything, not because she truly regretted what she did. Big difference. He nodded. Fair. So that is it. That is the end of this story. The guy gets disrespected on Valentine's Day. He leaves, rebuilds his life. No big drama, no revenge plan, just a normal person who decided he deserved basic respect and acted on it. The woman from accounting just messaged me asking if I am allergic to anything before Saturday. That is the kind of thoughtfulness I should have had all along. Someone who genuinely cares. Comment. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this with me today. It always hits me how much strength it takes to stand up for your own self-respect, even when it feels uncomfortable. Setting clear boundaries isn't about being difficult. It's simply choosing to protect your peace and your heart. We each carry responsibility for the way we show up in relationships, and that awareness can change everything. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but every small step you take toward it brings you closer to real freedom. True kindness starts with being gentle with yourself first before you can fully give it to others. Learning to choose calm over chaos is one of the most powerful decisions you will ever make for your life. I hope this story encourages you to pause and ask yourself what kind of love you truly deserve. You already have everything inside you to build a life that feels safe, honest, and genuinely happy. Thanks for being here with me. Remember, you're never alone in wanting better for yourself. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a comment and support the channel by subscribing. See you in the upcoming stories.